again.
Hi, I'm James Hollywood Machikari. Join me Monday through Friday for Motorcycle Mayhem Morning Show on YouTube Live, Facebook, and all major podcasting platforms where we talk about all the major biker news going on in the scene. Rock on! And how you guys doing? Welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. It's Monday, baby. And what a weekend it was. Shout out to the boys, man. That was one hell of a ride. And we even had Greg. He is one of the listeners of the Madhouse. He came out on a ride with us, man. He goes, "Hey, Hollywood, I hear you're going out on a ride." I said, "Well, yeah, I am." And he came all the way from Winthrop Harbor out here. And we went down to Oregon, Illinois, seen the Black Hawk statue. Then we went to Big Hill in Wisconsin. We were all over the place, man. It was a damn good ride. Really appreciate him coming on out, man. It's always great having the subscribers come out and hang for a little bit and enjoy the lifestyle. China Dawa, she was all excited, man. Let me tell you, she was all giddy, man. Anytime she gets on the bike with me, it's all giddy and having fun, man. I had to put that out there because a lot of people ask me, well, you're always saying this and that. What exactly does the lifestyle mean to you? And that's what it means, man. Getting together with your buddies, going for a ride, having some fun. Only thing that pissed me off on this day of riding, the bees were merciless, man. Every time we sat down to eat, we got, swarmed. I know it's September, going to October, they're a little jag-offs. But, it was just nuts. You couldn't even enjoy your hot dog. Couldn't do this, couldn't do that, because the damn things were freaking following you everywhere. I'm sure it's like that all over the country, but damn, man, damn. Got a lot of biker news today after the monologue. Sad state of affairs in this country right now. You're going to see something that's going to really piss you off. Really piss you off, baby. I have my issues with Leo, but I never wish anybody any harm. I don't wish them to get hurt. They got a job. Like I always say, it's your job to catch a biker doing something, and it's our job to stay the hell away from them and not get caught. But when it comes down to an attempted ambush, actually they were ambushed out in L.A., sad state of affairs, man. It's getting freaky out there in this country. And you know what? If you want a war like this, a race war, you're just barking up that tree, man, right now. All you fools on the left are acting, idiots. You're going to see this one where they're actually going to the hospital protesting, the killers, the biggest gang members there are, death to them one by one. You know what? It's 2020 right now. It is no less than 60 years during the 60s where it was freaking tough down south, man. You don't want that coming back, because right now you got a sleeping giant on your hands. Yeah, you're seeing all the freaking sympathizers out there going around with this Black Lives Matter crap. Actually, it was funny. We were on our way back up to Big Hill, man. We seen a bunch of them. And I said, Chinatown, man, I'm turning the frick around. Let's go play. Oh, no, man, they're in front of a church. They're about, all these old people. So, I was giving the finger by the time I was going by, man, because I don't believe in it whatsoever at all. Now, there was another one that came out from the NAACP and saying, well, you choose your job. I don't choose the color of my skin. Do you know how much people get tired of that crap? Really? You have a choice. I don't care what the color your skin is. You got a choice. You got a choice to live your life right, Or you got your choice where you to go down to the south side and west side and watch all the freaking zombies walking around off of shooting the needle, or you to see them killing each other out there, or freaking killing kids. Yeah, that's a choice you got. So stop blaming your crap on everybody else. Because it's getting tiring. It really is. And like I said, there's a monster sleeping. As soon as you get them militia groups or the 3%ers out there starting to shoot, you're going to be crying and whining, trust me. They're not going to play around with you, especially down south. I can tell you that. I got family all over down south. And boy, are they getting prepared for stuff. They're crazy down there, man. They ain't going to play with you. So you can keep this crap up, or you can try to get along with everyone. But a civil war ain't going to be nice, man. And people, it just depends what side wins, and I can guarantee you it ain't going to be the left that's going to win this thing. You know, they're already planning if Trump wins in November, which we already know he's gonna. Because who the hell are you going to put in a vessel like that as a president? You're stupid. He's done more in 4 years than any of them have ever done. He's got 2 freaking Mideast peace deals going right now. He's been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. But if he wins, they're threatening this and that. I say go for it, because enough's enough. This is out of hand, and I know you're trying to fight for rights. I get it. Stop blaming the color of your skin. It gets tiring. It really does. I don't care which one of you people out there call me a racist. Enough's enough. You cannot make excuses but because of the color of your skin. There's been studies out that more whites get shot by cops than blacks. It's just a freaking ploy on the left. That's what I can say about that. But you're going to see in this news section what I'm talking about. And not even 24 hours after this happened, old Joe's out there calling for gun control again. Assault weapons shouldn't be in our communities. Yeah, this coming from a dingbat who has freaking security guards around him from the Secret Service. Yeah, right. Give up your guns to these leftists. How did you guys learn about giving up them guns during the Minnesota riots or Kenosha, Wisconsin? Nobody's buying it anymore. I think the Democratic Party is a scourge on this country. A scourge. And I hate to talk politics, but, you know, bikers, most of them do not get along with Leo. Yeah, you got a lot out there that support them, but on one end of the spectrum, people do not. But we do not wish them to get defunded. We do not wish them to get hurt. We sure the hell don't wish them to get killed. Again, they have a job to do. And our job is, you know, the ones in the game, not to get caught. I don't care what your feelings are on Leo. But that is a human being. And to be ambushed by them freaking animals is outrageous. And that protesters in front of there, it's got to the point where I hope it pops off, man. Because you're going to lose. There ain't no 2 ways about it. You're going to lose and wake up that sleeping giant. Then you're going to wish that you never got out there opening your mouths. Just saying. Just saying. It's anyway, you know, more positive stuff though within the biker scene, because I'm going to be going through that news and stuff like that, and I just don't want to keep on going, because you know what, every time you turn on the damn news, it's either fake or they're pushing one, you know, certain point of view. It's all bad news in this country. So, I actually stopped watching it. It's like, damn, man. But But yeah, it was a real fun ride this weekend. And I truly believe that if you want to experience the lifestyle in its truest form, throw your leg over that freaking bike and just go, man. We didn't make any plans. We just said, okay, let's go to Oregon and then let's go up the big hill. Then we went out the rock cut after that for a little bit and, back over to the studio to get this ready for you guys. Best thing to do is just go ride, man, with a bunch of buddies. And I have been thinking about next year in August, at the end of August, because I know a lot of people go to Sturgis. Insane Throttle will be getting a ride together, and we're going to do it old school, man. Thinking about starting out in Chicago and going on the lake run, as we call it, all the way around Lake Michigan, baby. And we're talking about tent camping or whatever you want, but there won't be any motels on this ride. We're going to be staying at campsites, the whole 9 yards. The only cost to this ride is going to be your gas and all that stuff. There ain't no charge to go on a damn ride. If you want to donate to charity, go for it. But this is going to be old school, going around the lake, putting some big time miles on, and just partying at nighttime. And we're going to be planning this the rest of the year, all the way up until next year. I think it'll be an exciting thing. Everybody that subscribes to Insane Throttle Biker News, be able to meet everybody. Like Greg said, man, he's met a couple good riders off of our platform, and that's awesome to hear, man. Because it's no better place than to come here and get some people that you want to get riding buddies with and just go. That's the way that's one good thing about the internet. I have to say it. That's one good thing is you can find people to ride with. And I was talking about because some of the guys asked me about the MC stuff, and I was like, I really get tired. That's my biggest pet peeve doing this is I really get tired about being asked about MCs and stuff. So yeah, I'll talk about RCs, but that is what it is. But anyway, we're gonna go to the biker news. I am gonna, usually I go about 20 minutes on the monologue and stuff, but I really want to get into this, and you're gonna get as sick as I am when you see this. Hey, here we go out of Fox News, and again, if you have not gone over to our other YouTube channel, it's in the description box. It's the Hollywood and China Doll evening show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's not a biker channel, but boy, do we get into some freaky stuff over there. Anyway, protesters show up at LA hospital treating ambushed cops, yell, "I hope they effing die. Y'all gonna die one by one." A man can be heard shouting. Anyway, protesters reportedly shouting slogans like "death to the police." Yeah, real good right there. How about, and I'm just asking, you stop killing each other? And I've always said that. Stop killing each other, and I might give a crap about your cause. But when you got like over a 90% black on black crime, yeah, I don't care. Showed up to the Los Angeles area hospital treating 2 law enforcement officers who were ambushed and shot on Saturday. Quote, to the protesters blocking the entrance and exit of the hospital emergency room, yelling, quote, "We hope they die," referring to 2 LA sheriffs ambushed today in Compton. Do not block emergency in Compton. There's a freaking Disneyland. And they blame the cops for what's going on. You wait to hear this one. People's lives are at stake when ambulances can't get through. Buster asses. That's what I say. A local faith leader who was at the hospital told KABC reporter that protesters tried to get into the emergency room, start shooting them. That's all I can say. They were saying death to the police and kill the police, and these are sheriffs, but the message is still the same. They were using all types of curse words and derogatory terms. He told KABC, unacceptable behavior because a hospital should be a sanctuary. They don't care. And what's funny is they're going to keep on doing this. Cops are going to start shooting you, man. Let's see. Here's the video I was telling about.
I'll say this for later.
Stab, whatever.
What's out there, Black family? This is Kevin Ward Price, African Town Coalition. We are out here at St. Francis Hospital, where two of America's most notorious gang members have been brought to. We're going to go up here and just check on these murderers right here and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? So let me turn this around. Oh, let me put this blunt out. I'll say this for later.
And they're just walking towards them. The two part of the most notorious gangs. Yeah, I can name more of a notorious one, and they ain't them. Quote, that's why you're all dying one by one, you stupid Fs. A man can be heard saying you're all gonna die one by one. This ain't gonna stop. I say start shooting back. You're the next with the effing hot pocket. I want to deliver a message to the family. I hope they effing die, a man yelled. Law enforcement arrested one man and one woman who was later identified as a member of the press. A local radio reporter was apparently arrested amid the chaos. County Under Sheriff Tim Murakami said he was looking into the arrest, according to a reporter with KPCC Public Radio. In an update, he said the reporter was being released but would be charged with a misdemeanor. So now the ones who are supposed to be down the middle and unbiased are in the riots themselves. Great to know. And you trust them people? The sheriff's office later confirmed an adult female who was later identified as a member of the press was arrested. Authorities did not immediately identify the woman. She had run towards deputies while a male protester was being arrested for failing to comply with dispersal orders at the hospital, the sheriff's office said. While the man struggled with deputies, the sheriff's office said the woman ignored repeated commands to stay back and interfered with the arrest. The woman had not identified herself as a member of the press. The deputies, a 24-year-old man and 31-year-old woman, were both in critical condition and fighting for their lives as they underwent surgery following the attack, which occurred around 7 p.m. local time outside a Metro rail station in Compton. Huh. My God. This was earlier, moments ago. Two of our sheriff deputies were shot in Compton and were transported to a local hospital. Here's what I say you do. This would be my plan. Pull all the cops, pull all the deputies out of Compton, let them fend for themselves. See how much they hate cops at that point. Pull them all out. See what happens in the neighborhood. President Trump, who held the rally in Nevada on Saturday night, responded on Twitter after the sheriff's department tweeted out a grainy video that shows the suspect approaching the parked vehicle. Animals, they must be hit hard. I agree 1,000%. Animals. Again, pull your cops out of Compton, pull them out of the south and west side, see what happens. Anyway, here, right after this, what do they love to do? Biden pushes gun control less than 24 hours after attempted assassination on deputies. Weapons of war have no place in our communities. We need to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. This is what you're up against in November, bikers. Idiots like this. Earlier, Biden had called the shooting unconscionable, but you were out earlier this year supporting them, and members of your staff and even your vice president candidate was calling for everybody to bail him out and for the suspect to be brought to justice. He also said anyone who commits an act of violence should be caught and punished. You're such a schluck. I don't. I can't stand these lefties, man. If the deputies die, fast trial, death penalty for the killer. Only way to stop this, Trump later wrote. The president continued to attack his Democratic rival on Sunday, calling for tougher criminal sentence guidelines and faster courts. He's not strong for law and order, and everybody knows that, Trump said of Biden during a Latinos for Trump event. When you see a scene like happened just last night in California with the two police people, a man and a woman shot at stone cold short range. 24 hours after it happens, more gun control. How would you feel about gun control again if you were in Wisconsin or Minneapolis? Yeah, don't give them up, man. Don't give them up. Do not even let them idiots get in the freaking office, man. Everybody's sick of them. All right. Biker news now. You know what? That's a story that's really trending, and I think it needs to be told. Hells Angels member gets $25,000 apology from Colorado cop who joked about shooting him to get paid vacation. Yeah, black lives have it real bad, don't you? Anthony Miller filed federal lawsuit in April, 2 years after being stopped by the LaSalle police. 5 Colorado police agencies paid $25,000 and issued an apology to a Hells Angel member after an officer 2 years ago joked that he'd shoot the man to get a paid vacation. Yeah, we covered that one. I remember well. The sheriff's office, or the settlement, stems from the federal lawsuit. It was against the city of Greenlee, town of LaSalle, Weld County Sheriff's Office, as well as individual officers from those jurisdictions and from the Kersey and Garden City Police Departments. See, the only thing I don't like about this $25,000 is the damn attorney will probably get most of it. The suit came in response again, saying he loved getting to effing with the notorious motorcycle club. Miller asked the other officers had responded to make sure their body cameras were off as they shared stories about the violent acts they had committed against members of the group. Quote, Officer Miller then announced to the group that if Mr. Mills did anything he didn't like, quote, I'm shooting him. I need some paid vacation. His attorney cited footage from the officer's own body camera, which he'd left on. As part of the settlement, Miller issued an apology to Mills and has since resigned from the department. Quote, when police officers openly discuss with one another their disdain for one group of citizens that they are sworn to serve and protect, and makes jokes about killing those citizens for paid vacation leave, they normalize police misconduct and murder. Cop jokes about some lives not mattering inevitably fosters a culture of police officers who are much more willing to pull the trigger on those same lives. The incident marks at least the third time in recent decades in which Colorado cities have paid money and have been forced to apologize to Hells Angels members. Now, going up to Bismarck Tribune, warrants issued in Madden stabbing tied to the outlaw motorcycle gangs. Authorities have issued warrants for 4 men suspected of stabbing a man during an attack on a rival motorcycle club member at Mandan Street Dance in July. Morton County authorities on Friday filed murder conspiracy charges against 4 suspects. They also face felony charges for allegedly being a part of a criminal street gang. Everybody's a criminal street gang nowadays. Police say the men are members or aspiring members. They do not even know. But they're going to blame the Sons of Silence on this one, according to the affidavit. The man who was stabbed stepped in to help a friend who is a member of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. The man was taken to Bismarck Hospital for treatment of 8 stab wounds and a collapsed lung. His name was not released. This is allegedly, just like they said, aspiring. They don't have any proof. Court records do not list the attorneys. The U.S. Department of Justice labels the Sons of Silence and the Hells Angels as outlaw motorcycle gangs. Sure, the Department of Justice will mess around with clubs, but God forbid you get Comney, baby. God forbid you get all those Russian conspirators that, tried to take down an election. God forbid. North Dakota has historically been territory claimed by the Sons of Silence. Another motorcycle club in recent years joined the Hells Angels, which Sons of Silence member may have seen as a challenge. Always funny when I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, this is a pretty good one. Sisterhood of Cyclists. Women bikers go for the gathering record. Hundreds of women motorcyclists congregated at the Texas Side Convention Center. Well, they'll probably get mad at this, the media, because there's no mask. Celebrating the Sisterhood of Cyclists, which is a relatively new phenomenon in the biker culture. And this is true, it really is. Featuring a chrome cornucopia of machines and flocks of females and bikers. Let's see here. The male side of the culture has had a rough, clannish reputation. Who writes this crap? Though there is also talk of brotherhood and community service among many, with biker subcultures proliferating over the decades. Yeah, there's subcultures within this culture. Quote, lady bikers have saddled up with a decidedly family and community orientation right out the gate. The men who love motorcycles have been supportive of the women entering the culture. It wasn't back then in the day. It is now because everything's changed. Certainly the men attending the conference with their wives, girlfriend, and friends. Quote, majority of men in the bike world support the ladies coming into the lifestyle. In the case of couples, there is something that can do together. My husband and I have been together 37 years and been riding since age 21. When I was pregnant with my second child, lots of women felt they could not enter this overwhelmingly male-dominated world. But now they are proving themselves wrong. I just gotta say, they look like butches, but, I'll give them trouble. Elizabeth Carleo, a Texarkana native, says her husband, Zach Torres, a new technician at Harley-Davidson Texarkana, has drawn her into the bike world. She looks forward to the day she can actually mount up on one of them machines. Quote, I ride with my husband right now, but I'm learning right along with him. For me, this is an unexplored territory. We both like to travel, do new things. Exploring and doing it through Harley's view of things. Harley-Davidson culture has opened a new world for us. I guess they have. The bike world, Harley-Davidson and beyond, is like a big extended family. Quote, when you meet a fellow biker, you have common ground with them immediately. It helps establish an easy bond with others. It's a big family, very inclusive. Ladies in Leather, the third rally under the organization, the first in Texarkana, was an attempt to beat the record of previous number of women cycling enthusiasts. The previous record of more than 1,000 was established at a rally in Australia. They didn't make it. I'm just surprised in Australia, man. They love freaking messing with everybody. Anyway, choreographs Wall of Shame, baby. Rudisso.
In the past
Here
year,
we
a
go.
Ruidoso police officer has faced charges, and the latest was earlier this week. Kai Porter explains the cases and has reaction from department leaders.
State police confirm officers arrested Michael Weaver earlier this week, a detective with the Ruidoso Police Department, after what they say was a domestic violence incident. State police say Weaver is charged with battery on a household member. We asked Ruidoso Police Chief Darren Hooker for a response to Weaver's arrest. He didn't respond, but a spokesperson for the village of Ruidoso did, saying in part, quote, "Weaver has been placed on administrative leave pending the investigation. He has worked for the department since August 2008. 2 weeks ago, the Department of Justice announced Ruidoso Police Detective Christopher Bryant was facing charges, accused of emailing himself 3 pictures of child porn. That's a picture of him from the department's Facebook page in April last year, receiving this Law Enforcement Heroes Award for child protection. And in September last year, state police arrested Ruidoso police officer Daniel Balding, accusing him of sending sexually explicit photos to a special agent he thought was a 15-year-old girl. We also asked Chief Hooker to respond to the fact that 3 of his officers have been arrested in the last year, but he did not respond to that.
Of course he didn't, but Corey grabs Wall of Shame's right here to show everybody in the world that, boy, they got a problem in that police department. Let's go to one more here. Former NLBPD officer arrested faces several charges for alleged actions during arrest. The former officer, Spencer Kinney, has been arrested and faces several charges after an internal investigation into his alleged actions during arrest. The charges are as follows: battery with substantial bodily harm, oppression under color of office, false report by a public officer. He resigned from the department on June 24th before the investigation concluded. Before he resigned, 2 fellow officers expressed their concerns about his actions during the incident to a supervisor in accordance with department policy and procedure. The department immediately began investigating. The investigation stemmed from the belief Kinney may have used unnecessary force on a suspect. The suspect was being placed under arrest for assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a controlled substance, mistreating a police animal. Dude, don't mess with a freaking canine, you ass. Resisting a public office and obstruction. For their part, they say North Las Vegas Police Department is committed to denouncing any use of excessive force. His actions are unacceptable and contrary to how the NLBPD trains its officers. Let's go to my final thought. Okay, yeah, don't forget to go over to Hollywood and China now. We're all over Spotify and all the podcast platforms everywhere. YouTube, get on over there, subscribe, help us get the numbers out. It's a new channel. It's one that I've let set idle forever. You know, it was one that when I first got on YouTube, it had to be freaking like 2007, this stuff. Like a lot of you guys, that you have to sign in, like or subscribe a channel. That's what that one was for. So I finally got it open with the Hollywood and China Doll show. We have China on there, and boy, do we get into some conversations. Lots of them. Not only, we don't actually cover a lot of biker stuff over there. We cover a lot of life advice. We cover a lot of, it seems like the swinger lifestyle is one that piques everybody's interest. A lot of people ask questions, which is good, because if you're going to get in that type of lifestyle, and there's a lot of bikers in that lifestyle, but you got to know what you're doing before you get in, and you got to be secure in yourself, your relationship, the whole 9 yards. But I'll let you guys go over to the channel, subscribe, and listen to it. We premiere it Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. A lot of people listen to it at work and stuff, so get on over there, and if you got ideals that you'd like us to talk about, just let us know. I'm really not going to get into any more of what happened in LA. I think it speaks for itself. I think the actions of them protesters speak for themselves. It gets redundant because it is what it is, and what happens, happens. All I know is them people they're barking up the wrong tree. I'm telling you, man. You really are. If you really don't want you want to defund the police, again, pull your officers out of the neighborhood. Who cares? They don't want you there. See how it works out for them, man, because you know what? Even when there are police in the freaking neighborhoods, like on the southwest side, they still killing each other. And I don't mean that, you know what? Yeah, I got an attitude towards this lately. And the reason is I don't like hypocrisy. I don't. You're saying this, because I'm black and, no, you gotta care about yourselves before anybody's gonna give a damn about you. And let's be honest, man, they're the most crime-ridden neighborhoods there are, and you can't blame, the economic situation on anybody. Hey, everybody has a chance in this country to do what they got to do to make it. It's up to you to make it, man. That was an awesome story, though, going with the Hells Angels. 25,000, I don't know so much, man. Because what, they get like 33% of that, man? They take everything. Then the court cost, by the time it's all said and done, once you get like $5,000-$6,000 going through that, it's always the damn lawyers that are going to make the money off of this kind of stuff. That's just like when you have a bike accident. Man, them lawyers are the first to jump on that bandwagon, boy, because they're going to get paid. That's why they go after the insurance companies and all that type of stuff. And by time, again, it's all said and done, the victim gets nothing. Nothing. They have to deal with all the pain, and the lawyers get fat and go buy a Mercedes, man. But it is cool that an apology was issued. The guy resigned. So my question is, now that you're not a cop anymore, do you still want to confront in Hell's Angels? I'm just asking. It's legitimate. It's a legitimate question. Also, it was very interesting on my comment section the other day, and you'd probably look. I don't know what video it was. I'm going to have to put that on the screen one day. But Leo came on the channel, which, hey, he has balls. I got to give it to him, man. And said, even the cops that are in clubs are freaking black sheep, blah, blah, blah. And that not all cops profile. Some are bad, some are not. But go check that comment out. You got to give it to the guy for coming on a channel like this. So, that thing in North Dakota, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Anytime the newspaper says maybe aligned, yeah, they're going off the Leo stuff. They could have had a support shirt on. A support shirt. And the newspaper is gonna write it as it was the club. This U.S. Department of Justice thing is all BS. It's funny how you can name clubs a criminal street gang off the actions of a few. I am wondering one day when all the clubs are going to get together and say enough's enough and go sue the hell out of them for labeling them that. Because let's just take a chapter of 10. Let's just take a chapter of 10. Two guys are bad apples, get busted, while the other ones go to work hard, support their family. So off of 2 people, you're going to claim the rest are street gang members. Does that even make a lick of sense to you? So maybe it's time, maybe a class action lawsuit against the DOJ. Saying, you know what, get rid of the gang list, because that's just like that RICO stuff that happened out of California. How in the hell are you going to friggin' put a RICO on an entire organization when it happened years upon years upon years ago, and say that the current members are all gangsters, even though maybe under a 0.1% is? The rest are law-abiding freaking guys going to work, supporting their family? But no. You can put them on a gang task force list. And that's one thing that should trouble everyone. Everyone. Unfreaking real. I just don't see how in this country, where you're guaranteed to the right to associate, the government can claim that you're a criminal organization off the actions of just a few people. And I get it. Some people have the feeling, which I might have to agree with, that a lot of certain clubs, they go into different territories that have been other people's clubs territory for a long freaking time. And then they wonder why all the shit starts. All I can say is, it's not a good time to be in a club. It really isn't. That's why I push the other angle. And to that smartass, well, Hollywood, you sold out. Why are you pushing? Dude, I didn't sell out to nothing. I am you know what? I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. I am a public show on public platforms with people that don't know diddly squat about what it is to be in a club, how to approach a club. So, my point is push the RCs. I'm not like these protocol channels that are going to give out freaking information and to people that don't know what the hell they're doing about it, and then people are going to bitch about them doing it. That's hypocritical. That's not me. So I'm going to push the riding club, because many people, that's where they should be going instead of wasting a motorcycle club's time on people that don't know what the hell they're doing or not going to stay. Why waste the time telling people, hey, you need to go to an MC because you don't want to be called a sellout? I mean, you call me all the sellout you want, man, but use your damn brain. Again, I'm a public platform, and God forbid anybody takes what I say if I'm supporting a motorcycle club and going over there. I ain't getting people hurt, man. That's just not me. I'll cover biker news, and then if I'm asked about, should I stay independent or RC, go that route. Don't go MC route. And that's not bashing MCs. That's not selling out. That's just being logical. I don't know. Maybe the guy who wrote that sellout thing, probably are freaking dunce without a freaking bike. Boy, have I been finding out those that have been on here lately don't even have a damn bike, but they'll talk crap. You gotta freaking love them, baby. You gotta love them. Then, of course, we have our Hall of Shame. My thoughts on the Hall of Shame are like usual. It's always a few crimes that they're freaking convicted of or investigated or arrested on. I still don't get why they go after kids. What is your problem going after a kid and taking their innocence? There are so many freaking people that are locked up behind bars that are freaking pedophiles, man. And it ain't like the old days, because now they put them in their own At least in Illinois, they put them in their own prison away from General Pop. Because they know what's going to happen over there. They know. So, and it's even worse than you're a cop and you did it. You know, you don't deserve nothing. You took that oath, you broke your oath, and, you know, now you deserve what you get. That is the only time I'll ever say I support something is when somebody hurts a kid. Then it's medieval time. Medieval time. So, that is the show for today. As always, don't forget to go over to our YouTube platform, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, I do not censor comments. If you want to be an ass, well, expect me to be an ass back. And Hollywood and China Doll Show, go check that out, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. With that, you guys be good.
The show is now available on Spotify and all major platforms, including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded so you never miss an episode.
Hi, this is James Hollywood Machikari. Join our YouTube channel and get Motorcycle Madhouse and tons of videos related to the bikers. Join now by subscribing for free and become part of the Throttle today. Always free and always entertaining. Don't forget to visit us at www.harleyliberty.com for your daily biker news. Rock on!